guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's video we're going to take a look at the song called The Philosopher by Death. And in this lesson we're going to take a look at the rhythm guitar parts only. The lesson on the solo and the leads is going to be on a separate video. And when I'm done with it, you can find the link in the description box down below. Also, the tops and the backing track are going to be available at GuitarForce.com. And also I'm going to post the link to the cover sort of playthrough of the entire song, which is going to be on my other channel. All of the links, you can find them in the description box down below. For the sound, I was using the same thing, the VST plugin Guitar Rig, and I'm going to show you the picture of the preset I was using right now. And also regarding the tuning, we're going to be in one whole step down on all the strings, so standard D. And while you are checking out the picture of the preset, I'm going to play you my low E string, which is D, so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so as usual we're going to break up the song into parts and also into riffs. And we're going to start off with the intro riff. Now we have two guitars going on there, so Chuck is playing some tapping phrases and the rhythm guitar is just playing some chords or the octaves. So the first rhythm guitar goes like this. So we have here octaves. The first one is E, then we go to A, back to G, and then we go to E flat, and we repeat it 2 times. So that's the rhythm guitar. Chuck's part, the tapping, like I said, is gonna go like this. Alright, so what we have here, we have 3 sort of phrases. The first one, left hand is doing this. We start off with the open string on the B string. Then we tap onto the 5th fret, then onto the 8th fret. Now the right hand or the tapping hand is going to tap on the 12th fret. And then we do the pull-offs. So back to 8, back to the 5th fret, and then the phrase starts all over again. So it's open, we do it for 2 times. Then what we're going to do, we're going to shift everything up 2 frets. So the left hand or the fretting hand goes onto the 7th and 10th fret, and the tapping hand is going to go first on the 15. So we have, so we do this, open, and then second time we tap on the 13th fret. So in this position we have, then we go back to the first tapping phrase again. Exact same thing, and then what we do, we shift everything down. I mean the fretting hand down 1 fret, 1 fret, sorry. So now we have open, 4 and 7, and for the tapping we're gonna be tapping 12 first time and then 10 the second time. So we have, and then we're basically repeating the whole tapping phrase again. So we do it 2 times. So one more time, the whole phrase, the whole tapping phrase slowly is going to go like this. Alright, so that was the intro part. Now we go into the verse riff, sort of like a main riff of the song. So it goes like this. Alright, so here we have some power chords going on. So we start off with the B, going to E, F sharp, to F. And then we stay on the F and we play this palm muted rhythmical figure. So basically we have first triplets and then 1/16th note. And then we do the same thing, palm muted, but we do 2 triplets here, ending with the 1/16th note. And you can play the whole chord, the whole power chord, or you can just play the F notes on the low E string if you want to. Another thing is you can do all the down picking on this part, but from what I saw Chuck live during the live performances, he just plays alternate picking. So if you do the alternate picking, it's going to be like this. The first triplet that you do, you're going to go down, up, down, and then with an upstroke you're going to finish the first part. So you have, so with an upstroke, last chord. And then when you do the next part, the 2 triplets with the last 16th note, it's actually an 8th note. So the 2 triplets is going to be down, up, down, up, and then you finish off with the down stroke. So it's going to be like that. So it's totally up to you. Like I said, if you want to, you can do all with down picking because it's not that fast, the tempo, so you can do with the down picking if you want to. And basically that's the riff, the main riff during the verses. So one more time, the whole thing is going to go like this. Alright, so now we move on to riff number 2 during the verses, and it's gonna go like this. Alright, so this is like a 2-part riff. The first part goes like this. Starts off with the E power chord, let it ring out. Then we have a triplet on the low E string open, palm muted. And then you play the 7th fret on the A string. Then another triplet, open, low E. And then we have 3 chords here. So E flat, E, and then F sharp. Then we have again the low E string open, or you can play the chord if you want to. So kind of repeating the first part. Then again we have the triplet with the 7th fret on the A string, and then we have, so it's 7, 6 on A, then we go to the low E, 7, 9. So that's the first part. Slowly it's gonna go like this. Then the next part we go to the G sharp chord, and we have, so here we play the chord first, let it ring out, then we play a triplet 16th notes on the G sharp note on the 4th fret, and again we play the 7th frets on the A string. Then we have 2 sort of like gallop figures. So it's a 2 16th notes followed by an 8th note, like that. Then again we play the triplets on the G sharp note, and now instead of 7th fret we play 6th fret here, and then we have 2 low E's open, and then you can play either the G power chord or just the G note with added vibrato, so it's totally up to you. Then we go back again to sort of the first part of that riff. So again, the G power chord, then the triplet with the 7th fret on the A, then again 2 gallop figures here on the G sharp chord, then again we play the triplet with the 6th fret on the A, and then again finish it off with the 2 low E's open with the 3rd fret, the G notes on the low E or the power chord, like I said. And second time when you play these notes, the 7th and 6th fret, you can add the pinch harmonics. You have to fish around a little bit to find where they're at. Alright, so that's the second part of that riff. So now I'm going to play the second part, and then I will play the whole riff, all of the parts together slowly. So the second part is going to go like this. Alright, so now the whole riff, both parts together, slowly is going to go like this. Alright, so after this riff we go into sort of chorus, and the chorus itself is going to go like this. Okay, so here the things slow down a little bit, and we have again power chords. So the first one is E power chord. Then we go to the F sharp down here at the 9th position, and then the first ending we have, so it's E flat, E, back to E flat, the slides. Then we have a slide out from around 7th fret on the low E, something like that. Then we repeat again the first part, so E, F sharp, then we have again the slides, the E flat to E, back to E flat, and then in the end we have 2 chords, B to C sharp, and that's the whole riff. So one more time. And then to finish off this part we play again the second part of the previous riff. So again we have so that part, just like we did from the previous riff, the second part. So the whole sort of chorus section is going to go like this. Alright, so after that we go into the next riff, which is being played before the solo and also during the solo. So the riff itself is going to go like this. Alright, so here what we have is we go through the chords again, but sort of like breaking them up a little bit. So we start off with an A chord, and what we're going to do here, we're going to be playing the low E string, the A notes, and alternating it with an octave. So 7th fret on the D string, and the pattern is very simple. We have like that. Then the next chord is going to be C chord, and there are 2 ways how you can play it. So the one way you can play it here in this position as it's written in the tabs, but you can also take it here staying on the lower strings. And we use the same pattern, but here we're alternating the root notes with the fifth. So we have, okay, or you can play it here like I said. Then we take the same approach and we go to the G chord, so G power chord, same pattern. And then last chord is going to be D, again also the same pattern. And then we go back to the beginning of the riff again. So we play it for 3 times, and then that's also during the solo. And then the only difference in the ending is when we get to the D power chord, we have an alternate ending, so it's going to go like this. So the first pattern is exactly the same as the main riff, and then in the end we have, so we go 8, 7, 5 on the A string, like that, and then we go into the next riff. Alright, so after the solo section we go into the bridge, and the riff itself goes like this. Alright, so here we have just a few chords going on. So the first one is B, and then we have F, and then we have G sharp, and then we have E. But you know, Chuck is adding some additional notes to the chords, so they sound a little bit different. And also keep in mind that here we are changing the tempo and also the time signature. Actually, it happens throughout the entire song, so just keep that in mind. So here we go into sort of like 9/8, 5/8 kind of time signature. But you know, if you just play sort of like in eighth notes, you're going to be totally fine. So here what we have, we are sort of breaking up the chords, we are arpeggiating them, so we play for 3 notes for each of the chords. And the first chord that we have is the B, but we also add the G string open, so we have, then we go to the F, which is just a standard power chord. Then we go to G sharp, and here we're playing the D string open, so we have this sound. Then we go into E, so E, and then in the end we have, so just a quick hammer-on pull-off here on the D string, 4-5-4, and pull off to open string to the D, like that. That's pretty much it regarding the chords, and the pattern is pretty easy. And like I said, you know, just to keep in time, just do it as the eighth notes, play them as an eighth notes, and you're going to be totally fine. So I'm going to break it up into chords, into parts. So slowly it's going to go like this. The first chord, then we have the second chord, third chord, and the last chord. And in the end we have the pull-off, hammer-on pull-off, like that. So when you put together all of the chords, slowly it's going to go like this. And also keep in mind, because we're playing with a lot of distortion, the notes are bleeding into each other, so they make a little bit of a mess, but that's how it goes. So slowly it's going to go like this. And in the end, when we played the last time, we played just the first 3 chords. So we finish off with the G sharp, and then we go back to the main riff during the verses, which is, so going back to the beginning sort of the song. So that's pretty much for the bridge section, and also after that, like I said, we go back to the verse, and basically we just repeat the riffs that we've already covered. So I'm not gonna go into detail here. I'm just gonna outline the last chords during the outro. So the solo guitar is adding some licks and phrases. We're not gonna go into it in this lesson. I'm just gonna show you the rhythm guitar part. So it's very simple. What we have is, we have the first part, just two chords, A, and then we go to the B flat, and we go into 5/4 time signature again. So just keep that in mind. So we play these two chords for 2 times, 2 bars, and then we do the same, but we go a string lower. So we have, it's an E power chord going to F. And again, we play it for 2 times, 2 bars, and basically we alternate between the A, B flat and E, F until the end of the song. The lead guitar, like I said, is adding some licks and phrases and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for the rhythm guitar for this song. Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, comment, share, subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.